Welcome to Babies from Beyond, the podcast that gives all babies a voice, whether they are still in spirit or already earthside. I'm Lauren Dionysius, a former registered NICU nurse turned baby soul communicator, and I'm here to share the wisdom of today's babies to guide you on your motherhood journey. I often have women ask me how baby soul communication can help them and how it can help them to support their child as well and what they can learn from their baby soul. And it doesn't matter whether your baby is still in spirit or is already here on the earth, because the soul continues to communicate regardless. So in this episode, I'm going to share what I call the 6 P's of baby soul communication to help you to understand what your baby can share with you. I also have a free PDF that you can find in the show notes if you're interested, and it has a list of questions that you can ask your baby or child's soul as well, especially if you're not sure where to start. And this can be around conception, pregnancy, loss, including IVF, birth, and also parenting these little people. So the first thing that your baby soul can tell you or share with you is around past lives. If this is something that your brain is open to hearing about, then babies can share your past life connections. It can be between you and them. It can be between them and your partner. It can be between them and extended family and even siblings as well. And they can also share past life experiences or wounds that they're coming to work on or to continue healing or to explore in this life. And when we find out or can understand more about a baby's past lives, it can really help to gain insight into their journey here on Earth and what might come up for them, as well as how to support them as well. So past lives is the first thing. And the second one, the second P, is personality. So when I tune into a baby's soul, I'll feel their soul essence, their personality, and it can be really loosely described as more masculine feeling or more feminine feeling. But you may have heard me share this before, but the feeling of their soul's energy doesn't always correlate with the biological sex. So we can have masculine feeling souls can absolutely come as a biological male, but they can also come as female. And feminine feeling souls can also be male or female as well. So it's not about the biological sex. It's more about their energy, which tends to translate more into their personality and also their social nature, like how they will interact with others, as well as their tone, whether they're serious, fun, light, sensitive, decisive, all of these things. And when we have an understanding of their personality, it can be really interesting to see how that might fit in your family or whether they already resemble anybody else that you know, whether it's yourself, your partner, older children, friends, family, and you can get a little more insight into those dynamics. So the third P after past lives and personality is purpose. And that's because in my experience, we all come to Earth for a mission. This can be personal or individual. So it can be just things that the individual soul wants to focus on or work on. They may have goals or growth or even unfinished business here on the Earth. Or the purpose can be collective or part of the bigger picture, especially around changing existing systems like parenting or the education systems, or even changing or initiating movements around other things like conception, like the collective wave of children who are coming to support the evolution of IVF at the moment, for example, as an alternative way to come to the earth. And when it comes to purpose, often babies will share why they're coming and what they're coming here to both learn, but also to teach as well. So the fourth P is around perspectives. The soul perspective offers a much bigger picture than what we can see here on Earth. The soul has more that bird's eye view, and it can see so much more than what we can see through our human experience. And this is a good thing. Sometimes if we were able to see the full bigger picture all of the time here on Earth, it could become very overwhelming or confusing, and also challenging for us if we know too much about what's coming or what's not. But on the soul level, these bigger pictures can offer some really interesting insights into our journey. Because once we're on Earth and we only have our own two eyes to see through and our own senses, and also we do have that connection back to our soul, but it tends to be our earthly experiences and our physical human self or body that shapes our perspectives here on Earth, which may or may not be accurate depending on the lenses we have on or the filters that we're looking at things through. But on the soul level, the soul has that bird's eye view that I mentioned. It can see what we can't see from here, and it can be more helpful for the soul to be able to see that bigger picture. And so this means that they can see things without those human lenses and filters that I mentioned, as well as our social rules and conditionings, because they tend to be, in spirit, much more matter of fact and less emotionally attached to the experiences and the unfolding of their journey, because they do see that bigger picture. Whereas down here on Earth, when we're in it and we're in the thick of it, there's going to be emotions flying around as well. It's part of our experience as being a human, is navigating our own emotions. So with perspectives on the soul level, it means that along with offering these different insights through the soul's eyes, the communication can also be quite direct and confronting because there's less emotionality or less emotions attached to it. So that's number 4, perspectives. Number 5 is possibilities. So I say possibilities because in my experience, nothing is set in stone. Baby souls, from what I understand, are subjected to the same uncertainties that we have here on the earth, especially around how and when things happen. Because even though they do have that bigger picture perspective from where they are, it doesn't mean that they know everything or they have control over everything. It's like, yes, they can see more variables or other factors that are involved that we may not be able to see. And yes, they have an understanding or that bigger picture perspective of their journey and also ours here on the earth. But even they don't know exactly how and when things will unfold. But the difference with souls compared to us is that they don't need to know when and how and with who and what. That's not what's important for them. They're looking at the bigger picture here. And they're also more intrigued, I guess, about this idea of timelines, and that we all have multiple timelines available to us in any given moment. And it's not always possible to predict what timeline will unfold and when and with who. But what we can see is what timelines are currently available to us for conception, pregnancy, birth, parenting, etc. And these timelines can give us more insight into which direction we want to go. And also if we may need to change gears a little bit or shift our focus to head in a different direction if we don't like the direction that we're going to. And these are also things that your baby is looking out for as well. Because while possibilities are really powerful and can give a lot of insight, they're not always predictive, and they're certainly not certain. And the last P, number 6, is parenting. So the great thing about baby soul communication is that you don't have to guess how to support your baby or your child. You don't need to go in blind or to navigate parenting by trial and error. And that's because baby souls, again, whether they're in spirit or already earthside here as children, they often share very clear and specific ways that they need to be supported here on the earth. And because of this, they know their journey from the bigger picture, the higher perspective. And so they know what they need and when they need it. And this can help take the guesswork out of trying to understand them and figure it out. Instead, when we tap into their soul, again, whether they are in spirit or already here on the earth, we can allow their soul to guide you directly. And then it's up to you to put into practice or not what insights and guidance may come through from them. So in a nutshell, that's the main messages that babies can tell you. And using baby soul communication, we can tap into 6 main areas of communication and insights. And that, as I mentioned as a quick summary, is past lives and the connections and the dynamics that are related to those, personality of the child and their energy here on the earth by reading their soul's energy. Number 3 is purpose, about what they're coming here to do, either individually, but also as a collective and part of that bigger evolution of humanity. Number 4 is perspectives. Again, the soul perspective is so much bigger and broader and less emotionally intense than what we tend to see on Earth. So they can shed light onto things that we may not have even considered here. The 5th one is possibilities. And possibilities are the potential timelines of what's available. And then finally, parenting. You don't need to try to figure it all out on your own or second guess. You can receive guidance straight from the horse's mouth so that you can find more ease around your journey and also deeper, more present and purposeful ways to support these children. So I hope this episode was able to give you some insight into just how wise and insightful today's kids are, and that they're also here to support you, to support them. And this is a big part of why they're reaching out to communicate with their parents at this time. So take the pressure off yourself and what you need to do or not do, and just ask them. Ask them directly. And then listen, and this is most important, and then listen to what they have to share with you. If you've been listening today and you're wondering if you could learn how to hear your own baby's soul, then the answer is yes. My 5-week program is called Connect with Confidence, and it's open now. And it's for women who want to deepen their connection with their baby's soul, whether your baby is in spirit or already here on the earth. It's about understanding where to find your baby's soul, where to look for them, how to feel them, how to hear them, how to sense them, and also how to trust what you're experiencing as well, letting go of the doubt that's been getting in the way. So if that stirs something in you and you're feeling a little nudge, then please come and join us. Doors close on the 26th of September and we start on the 30th of September. You'll find the link in the show notes, and I would love to welcome you in. Thank you for tuning in to Babies from Beyond. if you've enjoyed this episode, I'd love for you to leave me a review just wherever you listen to your podcasts. Also, head over to Instagram and give me a follow at Born Energy, and check out the show notes for more ways that you can connect with your baby's soul, including one-on-one readings and online programs to support you. Until next time, trust your journey and your baby. Take care.